Hey guys, Frank here, your virtual aviation aviator, and I just jumped into the 737 by Zibo, and I am going to do a flight from Anchorage, Alaska to Nome, Alaska. So yeah, I'm going to be flying northwest, and it's actually a flight up under a program called Simbit, Chapter 2, A Pilot's Life. And the idea is they give me routes and I get to fly them and I get paid by the hour. Now, I started out with $5,000. I spent $2,500 on a license to fly the Boeing 737, which is what I have here, the Alaska livery, because I am flying for Alaska Airlines. And that left me $2,500. And so far, I've made enough flights to earn about $3,300, flying enough, getting paid. I think my first airline that I worked for was Avalo, and I think they only paid 24, 25 bucks an hour. So at this point, I'm with Alaska, and they pay almost twice. They pay $48 an hour. Um, Once I can get up to the five-star airlines like United, Delta, or um, what's the other one? United, Delta, or American. Um, Airlines like that pay about $85 an hour on average. So yeah, but I'm in no hurry. All right, and the license that I got allows me to fly when and if I want to. So it may take me years, not really, to become a captain. They started me off as a junior first officer, and if I once I get enough flights and hours up under my belt, then they will promote me to first officer. And I guess maybe I don't know the program well enough to know that if I become a first officer, if I make any additional money per hour. But um, but yeah, I've been applying to five-star airlines anyway, so maybe I can get on with them as a junior first officer. We'll see. All right, so um, I did get I did apply for and missed an opportunity to fly for. Ooh, bless me. Um, XP realistic. I did fly and get an opportunity. I did apply and got an opportunity to fly for Southwest Airlines, but I miss accepting the offer, the job offer, and it expired. If I had been flying for Southwest, and they have a lot more routes than Alaska Airline or Avalo, so I would be able to fly a lot of routes that are a lot more varied. And in fact, I think Southwest may even have a few routes to other countries, maybe South America, Mexico, Canada. I don't know, but we'll see. All righty here. So let's get started. Electrical power up procedure.
Electrical power up procedure. APU fire test.
waiting on the APU. So let me get started with my work. I need to put the
Waiting for start APU.
start getting the flight plan situated. So let's go ahead and call our operator and have them send me the information over. Oh wow, got a real light load today. Only 88 passengers are going to Nome, which would make sense. I don't think Nome, you're gonna have a lot of people going there, but Alaska does service Nome, so yeah. Looks like got about 3 tons of cargo. All right, so yeah, let's come over here, and I like to land on this page.
Electrical power up procedure complete.
So I see I need to get the fuel bumped up to 100% or 99%, get the cargo loaded and get the passengers loaded. So that'll happen. All right. So
ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
So my fuel truck is out there, and the guy has started refueling. That was what that notification was about. And yeah, so you see my fuel is coming on board. Good stuff. Thought I had a CDU on my iPad that I could use, but my iPad don't seem to want to connect to the internet, so we won't worry about it. All right, so yeah. Yep. Make sure everything is correct. And we're Anchorage. Papa, Alpha, November, Charlie. Reference airport. And I don't think, yeah, we need to go up here.
Unable to find view ID 18.
Ah, shucks. I'm flying a variant that doesn't have all my views. I'm flying the 4K variant. And I got a bunch of views set up that's not set up in this one, so I have to kind of make do here. Oh wow, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's pretty long time too. Photos before everything come online. All that noise you hear in the background, that's the luggage and stuff getting loaded. Actually, I should simulate that. Come on, pop in, there you go. All right, so let's get a catering truck here and a catering truck here. We already got a fuel truck, so we don't need that one. Let's get baggage loaders, and that's all we need, right? Yeah, so we'll have all that stuff drive up, 2 catering trucks, and let's get these doors open for them. So, oh man, my keys are all different than for this model. I need to come back in here and fix these views the way that I want them. Ground services, doors. Alright, so we got forward cargo, aft cargo, and we got forward and aft service. So let's get those doors open. And yeah, alright, good deal. So we got some simulation going on there. And I'm gonna leave this up so I don't have to find it to drive away. Alright. And grab Avatab. Preliminary pre-flight procedure. Let me do some work.
Preliminary pre-flight procedure.
So yeah, let's go to airport here. And PANC. Let's see, how are we gonna leave? Alright, so we're gonna fly direct to TED, direct to the TED Aurora, and then
Park brake set.
get on a Juliet Airway. Okay, so yeah.
Preliminary pre-flight procedure complete.
And I also want to see
Enter the data in the CDU.
what this one says. Nome is going to be Papa Oscar Alpha Charlie Alpha Mike. No. Charlie Alpha Oscar Mike. There we go. Alright, elevation is 37 feet and runways. We got ILS on 28, and 28 is our expected runway from at this time. Hopefully it won't change between now and landing. All right, so yeah, at least we. So I'm gonna go ahead while I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up that approach chart for 2A ILS Yankee and Zulu. We'll do Yankee. And all right, so yeah, all right, and now
Ground
that I've
flight
got
deck
that-
fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
All right, good to go on the fuel. So let's get back in the CDU. And looks like we're good to go on all this stuff too. So let's grab this one, all right, and previous page, pop that in here. That compares pretty good. And then go to route and then drive away here. This is pretty neat, so I'm gonna pop out so I can take a look at these guys driving away. Now what I didn't have was the little carts that brings the suitcases from the terminal. All right, guys, drive away. Drive away. Alright, well, for some reason, they don't want to drive away, and that's gotta be, oh, there we go. There we go, just need to give it time. Yeah. So, yeah. They won't go far, but yeah, so those guys are driving away, so let's go ahead and get rid of them and get back in the seat here, and go ahead and get my APU running, and also I'm gonna go ahead and get some air. So turn the packs on, APU bleed, and yeah, so right now if we get a little air until for my passengers, because they'll be loading shortly if they're not already loading. All right, and let's see, so yeah.
Guys, the wheels on board.
Yep, they're loading. All right, so let me request that flight plan. And when I request it, that's kind of what my cue to adjust my lights while I'm waiting on my load button. There's my load button, load. And if I was smart, which sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not, I would go to my plan and kind of see what my flight plan looked like. So I know I don't want this discontinuity there. All right, and so yeah, go there and then step. So that's my winner. MCG, uniform November Kilo, goes, and yeah, so I might as well go ahead and put in my arrival, and I'm gonna do the Yankee, ILS Yankee, and this is where having my approach chart up makes sense, so I can so I know what transition I want. I only have one, that's MO, and that makes sense. So yeah, we go up to MO, and yeah, and execute that. Now I can go back to legs and finish stepping. All right, so start with Ted. Next, not next page. Step. And so it looks like I'm gonna come in this way. See, here's MO here. This line will go away once I accept it, and I come in here along this path and land here. If I miss, then it looks like I'm gonna go left and back around to MO, right? So let's see what missed approach says. This is what they call briefing. Climb to 1300, then left to 3000, direct to MO, and hold. Yeah, so pretty straightforward, missed approach. All right, and so with that done, I'm okay with that, so I can put this back on map. This vector or discontinuity, whichever one it is. So go to the next page, emo, copy that, bring it here and drop it right here. So that joins up. And Now if I do the step, then it'll be a little bit easier to read on the approach. Yeah. All right. So here, I make this, if I go miss, I make this, this left to 1,300 feet, and then to MO. Yep, okay, good deal. All right, so execute that. Of course, my first officer would need to agree, and if she agrees, then we'll accept that, and yeah,
All right,
then I
got
can.
everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Okay, so my passengers are all loaded up. Good stuff. I've done preliminary flight, so we can go with pre-start procedure. Okay, Linda, let's do the pre-start procedure.
Pre-flight procedure.
All right. So while she's doing that, then we'll do the pre-flight checklist. I can go ahead and get the ATOS, right? And I am doing say intentions on this flight, so you know that's hopefully that'll be a treat if I don't botch it. All right, so the ATOS frequency is 125.6. And let me turn the lights up here. There it is. All right, and I want 125.6 on COM 2.
Please check that the flight level is set correctly.
Pop that in.
Please check that the landing altitude is set correctly.
Okay, let's check the flight level and landing altitude. No. Flight level is, should be flight level 320. May not get that high. And,
Flight
50
slow. Pull up.
is
Wind shear. Wind
landing
shear.
altitude.
Wind
Okay.
shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
And
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
Whoops.
Climb.
Sorry,
Climb
guys.
now. Climb.
I
Climb
don't know if
Pre-flight
you
now.
guys
procedure
Climb.
complete.
saw that or
Crossing.
not.
Climb.
All right.
Climb.
We are
Crossing.
waiting for
Climb.
the approval of the
Climb.
inertial system.
Climb. Clear of conflict. Descend. 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 Crossing. Descend. Descend. Crossing. Descend. Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend now. Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed.
Trying to,
Crossing. Maintain. Monitor.
I don't
vertical
want ATOS
speed.
to play.
TCAS test. Pass.
Okay, now I can play ATOS, right? That was, I think that was let's see, my ATOS frequency is, actually it's 135.5. The one that I want to use. I don't know why I got a mismatch here. Oh, that's the wrong airport. Duh.
I'm ready for pre-flight checklist.
I know you are. Give me a minute. I just want to see what the ATOS say for Anchorage. And that's odd. Don't have an ATOS frequency here for Anchorage. Oh, there it is. 118.4. So still not agreeing with what I would expect to see. 135.5 is what I want. So So let me go 135.5 and all right. And before I play ATOS, before I tune that in, actually do this here. I'm gonna turn that off. Pop it in here. Should start to play. Don't tell me I still got the wrong frequency. Alright, so what I'm looking at, let me show you what I'm looking at, guys. Just a second here. 135.5 is ATOS on COM2. Alright, so how do I show you what I'm looking at? Alright, so this is what I'm looking at. It says 135.5, so yeah, that's but, and I should get an ATOS when I'm on that frequency, even on COM2. So, and actually, let me do a little bit more housekeeping here. Turn that, yeah, that's better. Turn that off. All right. So yeah, let's go back. And I just had a thought, you know, I always say let's, which is short for let us. And I could be saying let me, but you guys know what I'm saying, I hope. All right. And otherwise, I think things are okie dokie, honky dory. All right, so let's see why we're not getting the ATOS. Let's hit reset ATC on this guy, and now we come back down here. 135.5. I got that in the box here.
Conditions.
Oh, there we go.
View at 3500 feet. Broken at 7000 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 6. Altimeter 29907. Arriving and departing runway 7 right, 157 left. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 119.4. Advise on initial contact you have information Kilo. Ted Stevens Anchorage International Airport, information Kilo.
Kilo.
2153 Zulu. Wind 136 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 3500 feet. Broken at 7000 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 6. Altimeter 29907. Arriving and departing runway 7 right, 157 left. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude.
Okay. All right, so we've got ATOS, and I got let's see, so we got pre-flight checklist to do, but I want to go ahead and put the altimeter in, which was 29907, and we're gonna go ahead and pump that. Well, we'll get a initial altitude from ATC, when we pick up our clearance, and we wanted to depart on runway 25, and they're saying that 25 is not in use, so we'll need to go to our CDU and make an adjustment here. All right, so we're gonna depart runway 25 right. It's gonna be 7 left, so we're gonna depart runway 7 left, right? So yeah, what do you guys think? Think that ought to work. And we're not doing any SIDS out of there, so yeah, all right. And okay, so we got that done, and let's get these cruise winds while we're here, while we're thinking about it. Load them, and got them, and go ahead and execute them, and go back to legs here. And nothing else should have changed. Next page, next page, next page. Good deal. All right. And pre-flight checklist. All right, so let's get that done.
Pre-flight checklist.
On board.
Voice recorder.
Set. On.
Oxygen.
I always forget it. Heard it. Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation and display switches. Normal. Auto.
Hold on, guys. Let me go check my door. Okay.
Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Waiting on me. All right, so I've got see heading 146 at altitude 215 and altimeter 29.97.
Heading 145. Altitude 212.
Close
Altimeter
enough.
2996.
Good deal.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
All right. Good
Enter
stuff.
the missing data in the CDU.
All right. So let's go to initial and fill out this page here. And let's load what we got in the queue. And let's see, let's just check this manually. 19.6 is what we have, and what we need is 19.6. I can just key it in now, just for good measure. And look at my cost index. I mean, not cost index, but fuel reserves. I can get that from SimBrief. I got, oh man, I got fuel reserves of why do I have so much fuel reserve? 11,000 pounds? Wow. Whoa. a lot of fuel reserve. Oh, I know why. Because, no, I don't. I got 15 minutes of contingency. I was thinking that my fuel reserve might be because my alternate airport is so far away. Yeah, my alternate airport is King Salmon, which is way down south. So I gotta have enough reserves to get there. So I guess that's why. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's go into our limits. We're just gonna do a derate to 1. Now, one thing I do have is a performance calculator in SimBrief now. I'm not going to use it on this flight. I did use it on a couple other flights, and usually it's within a couple of knots of what the calculator, CDU calculate so far. So, yeah. All right, take off. Let's see, this runway, I think I'm not sure how long runway 7 is. It's probably, well, I'll just do a flaps 5. If I knew it was a 12,000 foot runway, which I suspect that it is, I would do a flaps 1. But I'm gonna do flaps 5 just in case. And my passengers, I think, are all loaded, and they are waiting on me. SI services, yep, passengers are loaded, waiting on me, so I can go ahead and put in this guy. Man, why won't my trims kick in, my CGs kick in? Second time this happened, and let's see, I can get it from here. Fuel, payload. So I got gross weight 20.60 fuel, so I got 20.6 on my CG. I think that might be outside the envelope, even though it's showing right here. I'm gonna stick it in now. That's the thing about a sim. There's no risk. 20.6. Get this thing out off of these tight here. Got it. 0.6. There we go. And 5.75. Hopefully that's right. Okay. If not, then I will hear about it. All right. Let's get these. All right. Just make sure that that's on. Okay, so we did the pre-flight procedure and the pre-flight checklist, and I guess we can go on to the before start procedure. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure complete.
All right. And let's do this. Put that stuff here.
Ready for before start procedure. Ready for before start checklist.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Papers.
On board.
Flight deck door. All commands and checklists aborted.
Now, whenever I say on board, it thinks I said aborted. I'm gonna run the before start procedure again.
Before start
Just
procedure.
get rid of that. And I'm not gonna look at her run it. I like the way she made sure the doors was closed. I can actually look up here to make sure everything is closed.
Before start procedure complete.
And it look good. Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Papers.
On board.
Flight deck door. All commands and checklists aborted.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Papers.
Yes.
Flight deck door. Closed and locked. Fuel.
I got 19,600 pounds.
Pumps on. Passenger signs. On. Window.
Locked.
Locked. MCP.
Okay, 142 is what I need here. Speed 142, heading 288, altitude 9100.
Speed 142. Heading 288. Altitude 9100. Takeoff speeds.
V1 is 131, V rotate is 132, and V2 is 142.
V1 131. V rotate 132. V2 142. CDU pre-flight.
Complete, even though it's not complete,
Complete.
because I need to
Rudder and aileron trim.
set up my MCP. Rudder and aileron trim is free and zero.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Complete.
Anti-collision light. On. Before start checklist complete.
All right, so let's get our startup clearance. And clearance is 119.4. Get seconds down, come 2 for this. So might hear some chatter. See, you know, a couple housekeeping things that I'm gonna do. Just bear with me. Not hearing any chatter, so let's just check. Clearance delivery, radio check.
Nobody is listening on 124.5.
Okay, that's 124.5. Okay, so I need to go. I see I'm on COM 1. All right, so let me change that 119.4. Put it on COM 1. All right, now I should get chatter. Well, maybe not. Clearance delivery, Alaska 153 is ready to pick up IFR clearance to Nome.
Alaska 5-3, Anchorage clearance, cleared to Nome. Radar vectors TED. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.4, squawk 6172.
Clear to Nome via TED as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level something 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.4, squawk 2672. Forgot to give my tail number, but he know he know it's me.
Alaska 153, read back correct. Expect runway 25 right. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Anchorage clearance, Alaskan 3621, ready to copy IFR clearance to Portland.
Now they're giving me 25 right after all, so I don't think anything really changed. But I am gonna go ahead and set 25 right up here in my CDU. Departure 25 right. Take off speeds deleted. Okay, so that's I knew that was gonna happen. Route. Take off. Everything's the same. Put those speeds back in. 1-4. Yep, same speed.
Ready for before start procedure.
And I actually
Alaskan Tree 621, Anchorage clearance cleared to Portland Airport. Radar vectors no end is then as filed. Climb and maintain 19,000. Departure on 118.6, squawk 1570. Information uniform is current.
Was that me? Was that for me? Because I didn't change frequencies.
Alright, clear to Portland Airport.
Okay, that wasn't
radar
me.
vectors no minutes filed. Climb maintaining 19,000. Departure on 118.6, squawk 1570. And I have the information uniform, thank you. Alaskan 3621.
Okay, so yeah, that's somebody else. All right, so ground was 121.9. And I need to put in that squawk code, which was 2672. You know, he told me that read back was correct when I had several things wrong. because I can actually look and see. I can actually look and see what, well, I guess you're getting a different screen, but I can actually look and see what my readback was, and I didn't copy it correct. I had to get a little faster with copying. I think it just take practice. My listening skills is
Embraer 225 Echo Mike taxi to Holding Point Tango 2 via Taxiway Hotel. Taxiing to Holding Point Tango 2 via Hotel Embraer 225 Echo Mike.
6172 is the frequency that I'm looking for. Long one. All right, 616172. All right, good deal. All right, so happy there. And departure on 1, 2. Let's see. After I put in my tower frequency, remind me to put that departure frequency in 126.4. All right. Why am I getting a tick? Ooh.
Airbus 450 Alpha Bravo taxi to Holding Point Delta 2 via Taxiway Kilo and Lima.
Taxiing to Holding Point Delta 2 via Kilo and Lima, Airbus 450 Alpha Bravo.
Okay. And the chatters can be pretty annoying sometimes. All right, so let's go to ground. I'm in ground. All right. And Anchorage ground, Alaska 153 is ready to taxi. We've got information Kilo. I don't think Kilo is correct.
Anchorage ground, Cathay 87 Heavy is ready for push and start.
I don't know if they heard me. Anchorage ground, Alaska 153, ready to taxi.
Alaska 53, Anchorage ground, and Charlie. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready for departure. Information Juliet is current.
Roger, Alaska 53. Ready, 118.3. I'm ready to depart. So they're not giving me ground vectors. All right, so I guess yeah, I didn't get ground vectors at all. All right, so let's get started here. Ground services, better pushback request.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I want to go here.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Startup clearance obtained.
Engine start procedure. Waiting for the command to start sequence.
Anchorage ground to clear taxi via Romeo Sierra 7 Station. ground to request taxi via Romeo and Sierra to Everett. Everett 9.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Double check. In real life, I could
Everett 90 Romeo, taxi to Everett's ramp via Romeo and Sierra.
rely on my purser for
Everett
that.
via Romeo and Sierra. Everett 90 Romeo. Hawker 511 Hotel Alpha, make a right turn and taxi to runway Tree via taxiways Foxtrot and Lima.
Making a right turn, taxiing to runway Tree via Foxtrot and Lima Hawker 511 Hotel Alpha.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine. N2.
Wow, what is all this? I need to go through my step again. Look at that. That don't make sense.
Starter cutout.
I don't know if it did. I think it's got both. Nah. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Cherokee Tree 15 X-ray Papa, cross runway 20, contact tower on 12.3.4.
Crossing runway 20, contacting
Operation
tower
complete.
on
Go ahead and set the parking brake.
123.4, Cherokee Tree 15 X-ray Papa.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So I go to 1. Let's see what's going on here.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Learjet Tree, Lima Juliet, taxi to runway 16 via taxiways Hotel and Mike.
Taxiing to runway 16 via Hotel and Mike Learjet 333 Lima Juliet.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
I was looking for that hand signal, that pin. Onk. See if I can follow it, make sure I see this pin. Alright, I see it. Get her the thumbs up. Before taxi procedure. So while she's
Before taxi procedure.
getting all that stuff done, see if I can straighten out this plan here. Alright, Yunk, Angolos, 1 AB.
Before taxi procedure complete.
And
I am ready
Oscar
for before
Mike
taxi
Elko.
checklist.
Okay, so here I go straight from Warner to Monoke, and I think so. I'm gonna go to Monoke, Montdy, and let's go down to get Montdy. Actually, let's see if I don't think I can get. Yeah. Let's try this. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Previous page. I want there. No, that didn't work. Didn't change a thing. Alright, so let's go. Let's try it again. Let's go. Step. And let's replace. Let's take this guy and move him there. And execute that. See what we get. I think that fixed it. So now, yep. Yeah, I think that fixed it. Alright. Alright, Ted. So I'm gonna fly out. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna fly out this way. Okay, so I'm gonna be turning left. And if I was flying 7, I would go this way, I guess.
King Air 145 Kilo Alpha, make a 180-degree turn and backtrack on runway 30, hold short of taxiway Charlie.
Alright. So
Making a
I think I got
180-degree turn,
that
backtracking on
sorted.
runway 30, holding short of taxiway Charlie, King Air 145 Kilo Alpha.
Okay. A lot of particles out of those jet engines. All right. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Probe heat.
Check this.
On. Anti-ice. Wing anti-ice off. Engine anti-ice off. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. Rejected takeoff. Engine start levers.
Idle. Detent. Idle detent.
Flight control.
Checked.
Checked. Flaps.
Gulfstream 671 Gulf Sierra, hold short of taxiway Echo traffic on final. Holding short of taxiway Echo Gulfstream 671 Gulf Sierra.
Waiting. Flaps 5, green light.
Flaps are not set for takeoff position. Before taxi checklist is not complete.
Okay, they are now. And then the only other thing that she'd want to make sure is that the equipment is clear. So we're ready to take off. Ready to taxi. All right, so we're taxiing into runway 25 right. And I'm familiar with this airport. So let's get a taxi diagram. All right, 25 right is right here. Brakes are released. Taxi light on.
Taxi lights on.
And I'm looking for a yellow brick road. Don't really see one. So right now.
Horizontal stabilizer trimmer not set for takeoff.
Set THS for takeoff.
Trim up.
Alright, there's a yellow brick road. Just stay on echo here. All right. And
Embraer 225 Echo Mike taxi to holding point Tango 2 via taxiway hotel.
Taxiing to holding point Tango 2 via Hotel Embraer 225 Echo Mike.
I don't really have any good climb and maintain 4,000. Make a left turn, clear that way, and clear this way. ready to depart. 118.3.
King Air 145 Kilo Alpha, hold short of taxiway Charlie, waiting for clearance.
And 126.4 is departure.
Air 145 Kilo Alpha.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Got a little trick here, just toggle
Flight
that.
attendant, prepare for takeoff, please.
And I'll repeat what she says.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you. All right. Go to tower. 116.4. 126.4. Anchorage Tower, Alaska 153 is holding short, runway 25 right, ready to depart, IFR Nome. Try it again. Alaska Tower, Anchorage Tower, Alaska 153 is ready to depart, runway 25 right.
Alaska 53, Anchorage Tower, go ahead.
Alaska 153 is ready to depart, IFR Nome, runway 25 right.
Alaska 153, cleared to Nome. Radar vectors TED. Then as filed, climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.4, squawk 6172.
Roger. Alaska 153 ready to depart. Now, places like this is where you can't be having a human being. All right. Alaska Tower, disregard. That's why I don't do bat sim. Okay. Anchorage Tower.
Alaska 153, say intentions.
Alaska 153 is ready to depart, runway 25 right.
Alaska 153, winds calm, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading Alaska 153. All right. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Let's get clear here, make sure nothing's coming in. Clear on that side.
Before takeoff procedure complete.
Before takeoff checklist.
Ready for before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Approaching.
Flaps
2,
5.
Right.
Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Stabilizer trim. 5-7 units set. Transponder. Runway 25 right confirmed.
On runway 25
TARA set.
right.
Before takeoff checklist complete. I am ready for your takeoff.
Take off.
Set time. Stabilized. Takeoff thrust set. Throttle hold.
Skylane 422 Alpha Mike, cleared to land runway 21.
Clear to land runway 21, Skylane 422 Alpha Mike.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. Acceleration altitude.
Alaska 153, contact departure on 126.4.
126.4, Alaska 153.
Downwind for runway 7 left, report base. Wind 035 at 15, altimeter 297. Beechcraft November 9001, Bravo, hold short of runway tree traffic on final.
Holding short of runway tree Beechcraft November 9001 Bravo.
1000 to level off.
So right now I'm hand flying. Alaska departure 153. Alaska 153 with you. Man, screwed that up. Anchorage departure, Alaska 153,
Transition level.
4,000 feet.
Ready for approach checklist.
Fuck up. So I'm about to go with autopilot on.
Autopilot 1 on.
Departure Alaska Air 22, level 8,000.
Alaska Air 22, roger, level at 8,000.
What? Let's see. Alaska departure.
Departure Alaska Air 22, requesting flight level 230.
Anchorage departure, Alaska 153, flight level 4000. Oh man, what happened? Why am I pausing?
Alaska 53, Anchorage approach, turn right heading 045, vectors to TED.
Right heading 045, vectors
Flaps
to
1
TED.
set.
Alaska 153, heading 045, approved. Continue vectors to TED.
Roger, vectors to TED, Alaska 0153. That's not good. So now I should be able to follow my own vectors to TED. And you know, I just remember they told me to. She told me to do runway headings, and I followed. I didn't. So not sure. There we go. There's some clouds here. So they're holding me. They didn't say I could cancel altitude restrictions.
Alaska 153, contact Anchorage Center on 133.7.
133.7, Alaska 153. Okay, so I got a radio stack, so I don't have to look down to tune my radio. Alaska's Anchorage Center, Alaska 153, flight level 040.
Alaska 53, Anchorage Center. Good evening, altimeter 2980.
2980, Alaska 153. 2980.
Alaska 153, roger, radar contact.
All right, give me higher. Alaska Center, Anchorage Center, Alaska 153 requests a higher altitude.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
Alaska 153, climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 14,000, Alaska 153. Boy, that's cutting close there.
Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Terrain button here.
Alaska 153, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb and maintain 16,000, Alaska 153.
American 106, contact New York Center on 133.2.
Switching to New York Center, 133.2, American 106.
Got terrain returns on this display. Don't have them on this one. That's because I'm in plan.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
JetBlue 222, maintain 300 knots.
Maintaining 300 knots, JetBlue 222.
Weather one. And terrain on this one.
Delta 401, clear direct to Delta Alpha November VOR.
Clear direct to Delta Alpha November VOR, Delta 401. Occupant 10,000, unable 13.
Echo Mike, unable to approve climb and maintain 10,000 at this time. Maintain 4,000.
After takeoff checklist.
Maintaining 4,000.
After takeoff checklist.
GMB 904, Q Anchorage Center. Roger.
Engine leads. On. Hats. Bottom. Landing gear. Flaps upset.
Alaska 153, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Flaps.
Flight level 240.
No light. Detect.
Alaska 153.
After takeoff checklist down to the line complete. 1000 to level off.
United 938, maintain Max 80.
0 United 938.
Approaching transition. Transition altitude. Ready for after takeoff checklist below the line.
After takeoff checklist below the line.
After takeoff checklist below the line. Altimeters.
Standard.
Standard set. Cross-checked. After takeoff checklist below the line complete.
All right. That is pretty loud, so let me bring that way back. Still a little loud.
Alaska 153, all right. Climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 290, Alaska 153. That's probably my final. Do I ask for 320? Now they'll give me 32, they'll leave me at 29. They never give me, I never had them take me up to what I asked. I don't expect this to be any exception.
December monthly Alpha Zulu at velocity 12 at 9,600 request parts following to Big Mountain Papa Alpha Bravo Lux.
So yeah. Going over a mountain range here. And I think this is Denali back in the background. It's hard to see it.
Unknown Tree Alpha Zulu, November 12 Tree Alpha Zulu, squawk 4520 and ident. Alaska 153, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Flight level 320, Alaska 153. Huh. First time they gave me what I asked for.
FedEx 687, heavy descend and maintain flight level 260. Descending to flight level 260, FedEx 687, heavy. 080, roger.
So I'm happy about that. So yeah. Are you happy, Linda? All right.
Everett Air 58, contact Anchorage Center on 119.7. 119.7 today. American 350, traffic alert, climb immediately to flight level 340. Climbing immediately to flight level 340, American 350.
Now, the days that you have fuses, breakers, not modeled, has gone bye-bye these days. When you buy an airplane, you expect to have the breakers modeled, and of course I did not buy this airplane, so it's a phenomenal airplane, but
American 2319, Anchorage
if it
Center,
were to
Roger,
come out
Anchorage,
today,
altimeter 2985.
if it were to come out today, you would certainly expect to have the breakers modeled. Okay guys, so at this point I am going to fly the airplane and touch bases with you guys on the descent. So we'll be back through the magic of video.
American 2319, Anchorage Center, 9 miles from Wuxi. Turn right, heading 340 descent, and maintain 1500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS, runway 7 left approach.
All right, so we are
Alaska
almost
993 cleared through Bravo airspace.
we're almost
Bravo Alaska
to our
993.
top of descent. And yeah, so we'll see how this goes. All right.
Alaska 53, Anchorage Center. Expect the RNAV 10, runway 10 approach into Nome. I'll have your descent instructions in about 7 minutes. IFR approaches. Yeah, there's still a work in progress, so just hang tight.
Roger, we will expect the RNAV into Nome, Alaska 53. Did we say RNAV? So let's set the CVU up for RNAV in the 10. Stage. Spiffy. We go to plan. See how this looks. Go to legs. Takeoff speeds completed. Step. Step. Alright, so pitch up here. Previous page. Alright, and a step again. Something that would look good. This is really here.
Alaska 153, descend via for the RNAV 10, runway 10 approach into Nome. Altimeter 2980.
Descend via the RNAV 10 into Nome. Altimeter 2980. Altimeter dialed in first, then descend. Go ahead and look at descent. All right, now Nome again, back.
car switching to 134.9er American 880.
So I should pick it up here. So you look at the I need to look at the I don't have an approach. Yes, I do. Am I flying an approach? I mean an arrival? Nope, no arrival. Okay, so yeah.
Emirates Flight 0 when localized around 15 approach.
Okay, haven't got to the top of descent yet. All right. So
Everett 680, descend and maintain flight level 050. Everett,
I think after 1B, then it goes straight to spit.
localized around 15 approach. You know that.
Okay, I'll go straight to Spivot, and then I'm gonna make this big turn, this big U-turn. Okay, I see what I'm doing now. All right, take off the speeds deleted. Let me clear that out. On reserve fuel, I figured as much. And it was important that I understand that approach. All right, so go back to this guy.
Everett 80 Romeo, climb and maintain flight level 130. Climb and maintain flight level 130, Everett 80 Romeo.
Alright, so
Sensor radio check. Everett 80 Romeo, roger, reading you loud and clear.
Approach top of descent.
Is the decision altitude, not decision altitude, but the median, the minimal display, minimal decision altitude. Minimum decision altitude. I don't think the D is decision. Minimal D8 MDH. I know DA is decision altitude. definitely tell when I'm here versus see how that color shift. I think that's pretty cool. All right, like I'm sending into the sun or either into a reflection of the sun on the water, or anyway, whatever it is, it's bright. It's all get up. And let's see if I can move this guy here. Oh, now move. Get my way. Right. That's better. And trying to get the seatbelt sign on.
Gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please recheck the security of your seatbelt.
Hear that? Hear them tell folks return to their seatbelt. Okay. And we're coming down. I was hoping for the ILS and the 280. Could have asked for it, but I can fly the RNAV just as easily.
American 106, contact New York Center on 133.2.
Switching to New York Center, 133.2 American 106.
Or the Wi-Fi is not connected on the iPad. Hope it's not an indication that it's going bad or anything. All right, and down we go. Yeah, that's just a reflection. There's land, so we're over water. And since we're in Alaska, it's cold water. Wouldn't be a good idea to have to ditch in any water, but particularly up here. You know, it is sweet not having to manage speed and just sit back and just monitor stuff. Of course, when I'm landing, feels like I've got a whole lot of work to do, but I imagine that's a lot of that's because you come out of monitoring into active flying, whereas when you're flying smaller aircraft without all this animation, you're more actively engaged throughout the flight. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So it doesn't seem like it's a lot of extra work to land, whereas in this guy, feels like it's a lot of work getting thrown on you at one time. Can you imagine back in the days when they actually had to fly the airplane the whole time? Of course, they had trim, but all that did was relieve the pressure on the stick. You know, they still had to fly the airplane. Right now, the computer's flying it. It's sending me. You know, I could go and do something else while this is happening, and even in real life. But of course, that's
approaching
illegal
transition.
in real life. Okay. So 2980 is what ATC gave us. Change that in 100 feet or so, 200 feet or so.
Alaska 153, contact Anchorage Center on 133.3.
Transition level. Ready for approach
133.3,
checklist.
Anchorage Center, Alaska 153. Anchorage Center, Alaska 153, descending through flight level 173.
Alaska 53, Anchorage Center, good evening, altimeter 2980.
Roger, Alaska 153. Approach checklist.
Alaska 153, roger. Alaska 153, descend and maintain 6,000, turn right heading 285 vectors for the RNAV, runway 10 approach.
Descend and maintain 6,000 vectors for the RNAV 10 approach. And what was that heading again?
Alaska 153, descend and maintain 6,000, turn right heading 285 vectors for the RNAV, runway 10 approach.
Descend and maintain 6,000 heading 253. Damn, I can't remember. Going one here. descend and maintain 6,000, turn right, heading 285. Vectors for the RNAV, runway 10, Alaska 153. Traffic, you can let me just fly my RNAV, but
Flight level 100. Landing
guess I
light
could
switches on.
use this as practice, right?
Alaska 153, proceed direct Spivey. Descend and maintain 3500 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 10 approach.
Direct Spivey, descend and maintain flight level 3,500 until established. Clear for the RNAV runway 10 approach. Alaska 153. There's the airport. Get to see where I can kind of get an idea. Where I'm gonna land. Alright, so
advising to level off.
Probably shouldn't have did that. Might have cost me some a point. Just trying to get rid of this. But might as well leave it now. Plus 19, so I'm okay with icing. Not an issue. These clouds, okay. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1. Flaps 1 set. Approach checklist. Approach checklist. Altimeters.
2980.
Expect to runway
QNH 2979 set.
approach to Nome, have a 0.
Altitude passing 3,499 now. Approach checklist complete.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist.
Everest 880, descend and maintain 4,000, turn left, heading 160 vectors for the RNAV runway 3 approach.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Two.
Landing gear.
Gear down.
Already down.
Descend and maintain 4,000, turn left, expect heading 160 vectors to RNAV runway 3 approach.
Down.
Flaps. Do we need the landing gear up?
Everest 880, turn left, heading 145.
Flaps 5.
Flaps are not set for landing position. Landing checklist is not complete.
Alaska 153, Nome Airport at your 1 o'clock, 9 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. So long. Jetblue 617 cross Nemo at or above 10,000.
Frequency change approved. Alaska 153. So long.
Overcast at 5000 feet. Temperature 7. Dew point 4. Altimeter 2986. No mirror.
4,000 to level off.
Alaska 153, Nome Airport at your 12 o'clock 1 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. Safe flight.
Go and miss Alaska 153. Go and miss Alaska 153.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Pull up.
Approaching minimums. Approaching minimums.
Do we need the landing gear up?
Yep.
Ready for descent procedure.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Why the fucking...
Alaska 153, Nome Airport at your 8 o'clock 5 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. So long.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Alaska 153 going missed approach. Missed approach. Alaska 153.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Flaps upset.
Everest 880, turn right, heading 160.
All right, heading 160.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Everett 880, turn left, heading 170. Everett 880, Nome Airport at your 3 o'clock, 4 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. Take care.
Counselor IFR, Alaska 153.
Alaska, you say again?
Council IFR.
Alaska 153, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
0 knots American 467.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing. Thousand to level off.
Too high. Too high.
Think rate. Think rate. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
500.
Think
Clear
rate.
to land runway
Think
10.
rate.
Approaching 10.
Approaching minimums.
Approaching
Minimum.
10.
Minimum.
Think rate. Think rate.
50. 30. 10.
4,000 feet remaining.
Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use. Professional.
Start APU.
Okay.
100
Starting APU.
remaining.
Waiting for APU start.
After landing procedure.
After landing procedure. After landing procedure complete. Flaps upset.
Approaching 28. On runway 28. Flaps, flaps.
JetBlue 945, contact approach on 125.35, good day.
Contacting approach 125.35, good day, JetBlue 945.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Everett 880 heading 1240 is incorrect. Turn right heading 240 for RNAV runway 3 approach.
Ready for shutdown checklist.
Entry center, Everett 880, going miss approach.
Everett 880, roger, missed approach acknowledged. Fly the published missed approach procedure, climb and maintain 4,000.
Okay, Google, turn off my back porch light.
Okay, turning the back porch light off.